So this is gonna feel really weird to be in front of a camera and not be taking a picture of some kind of thing in space. But here we are. We are on our way to one of my favorite local spots for birds. And this is actually the earliest I've ever gone out for any kind of nature photography. A lot of people who, either do this for a living or knee deep in this, are very familiar with getting up way before sunrise, being out there before anyone else is. That has not been me. I don't mind getting up early at all, but getting up this early, I woke up at 5 today. Typically I get up somewhere around 6 to 6:30, and then I'm out there by 7. But for this time, I really wanted to be up before the sun rises and get out there as early as possible. I'm making the most out of this month. May is peak migration season. So what that means is all of the birds from down south are traveling back up for the warmer months. And this includes all sorts of really rare birds for many areas because they're just traveling through. They're not permanent residents. You can only see them when they're migrating through. And the big kind of bird that does this is warblers. Of course, there's other birds that migrate, and actually there are birds that stay here, one of which I'll be talking about a lot in this video. But for the majority of people who are into bird photography, when they hear spring migration, the first bird that comes to mind is warblers. I got this sweet GoPro. I'm really excited to use it. I got a chest mount, so I'm going full all Nilsson on you guys with the POV bird photography, but it should be really exciting. I'm gonna get out as much as I can this month because migration typically ends once May ends. There are still a lot of birds, obviously, once May's over, but migration starts getting to its highest point in the beginning of May, and it peaks mid-May, at least for my area. I'm in northern Illinois, so that's when it peaks for me, but it peaks at different times for different areas of the country. And then it slowly starts dying out as the birds leave and go on to other areas. Big bird that gets me excited whenever I see it for the first time are the Baltimore Orioles, because they actually stay here all summer. But they first arrive here early May for my area. And yesterday, May 2nd, was the very first day that I saw one come to the yard. That's really exciting for me, because if I see them come to my place, my house, what do we have over there that we don't have at this forest preserve that I'm going to? Which, by the way, this place is really nice. I think you'll like it a lot. It's not a rugged path, I'm not off the beaten trail for a lot of this. Most of it is just on a bike path. But since it's early in the morning, there shouldn't be a lot of people here, and we should be able to just enjoy peace and quiet. I think you're gonna like this area. I'm gonna try and keep it diverse in the areas I go to for these videos, but once I start making a lot of these, you'll see I come back to this place all the time. Every time I drive out here, the road is always crowded. I'm getting out of the house at like 7:15. It's about a 20-minute drive over, and the roads are pretty crowded. The roads are open right now. I am the only person out right now, so this is giving me a lot of hope that I'm not going to be running into loud people on their phones when I'm out, because that is the downside of this place. As good as it is, other people also know that it's good, so you'll find lots of people out and on their phones and with their friends, which I think is great. Obviously, I want as many people experiencing nature as possible, just not exactly where I am when I'm there. The last thing I want when I'm photographing the rarest bird of the year is for some loud person talking into their phone to be sneaking up behind me and scared away. But that's why we're getting out early. Another thing you'll notice is I am equally focused on the documentation side of photography for birds as I am the getting really good shots side. Some people, they'll only go for birds if they can get a really good shot of it, if the lighting's perfect. That's not me. I like just seeing the species up close. Obviously, if I can get a good shot of it, I will. But I think you'll notice that a lot of the shots in these videos aren't going to be perfect. I'll be looking straight up into some trees for some of them. I'll be, shooting with the sun, you know, right behind it and things like that. But the goal for this outing and for the rest of the migration mornings that we do is going to be just to see and photograph as many species as possible. Can I turn right here? Some weekends I might be excited about one species in particular if I saw a video about it or heard about a sighting, but for the most part for migration, I'm just focused on seeing as many birds as possible. I think that's the overarching goal. Some pictures are going to be better than others, but hopefully we're going to be able to see a lot. We are almost there, so I will see you there. All right, here we are. It's a gorgeous morning. I'm already hearing so much stuff. Okay, so before we go any further, so I use this app called Merlin, and what it does is when I hit the record button, based on what it hears, it'll tell me what birds it's hearing in real time. And for 99% of the cases, I won't need this in order to actually identify a species from a sound. Like I won't hear something and go, oh, what is that? Most of it is when I'm so focused on a different bird, I miss the other ones that I hear. And so this helps me sort of keep track of absolutely everything that I hear so I can log it later. In my other app, which I use, which is eBird, which I use for the sheer purpose of just logging the species that I find. So I'm thinking do a quick check of the water before anything else. There's warblers and stuff in these trees, but we're gonna find all of that and more in the woods, which is over there, which is where we're going into. But first, let's do a quick check of the water for any early morning species and fishers. Oh, there's a bluebird. It's been 2 years since I've seen one. There it goes. These things are not common over here. Oh, and it's with the palm warbler over there. Going with that dude in the car thinking I'm taking a picture of him. There it goes. Okay, I'm gonna ditch the palm warbler, but geez, we're 2 seconds out and we already got a bird that I haven't seen in so long. Those mountain bluebirds are hard to find over here, man. So let's see what's over here. Just scare everything. Okay. The answer to what's out here is absolutely nothing. You can see some swallows flitting on the lake. You can certainly hear them. Oh, you can see the sun peeking over. Oh, that's cool. Alright, let's not waste any more time. Let's head into the forest. So the thing about warblers that's really hard is their behavior. Warblers really like these kinds of trees where you see like their branches are really dense and they're full, and that makes photographing them really difficult because it's hard to find them in the first place, but even when you do, their behavior, they flit around so much in there, they move so much, it's really hard to get good pictures of them. And some do it more than others, but for most cases, as soon as you get one in the center of your frame, if you can manage to focus it By the time you do, it's gone. So you gotta be quick. There's a warbling vireo up there. I see it. Why don't you look at me? But they'll go in the tops of these trees here and they'll just stay there and make so much noise, but I'll never see them. Like, your guess is as good as mine as to where that warbling vireo is now up in that tree. I see something up there. Oh, there's two. They're flitting. If I got anything. I hear an oriole. The Baltimore oriole that I was talking about, I hear it. And a catbird. It's the one, it's the main one that's it. Yellow warbler. Gotta find it first, the oriole. Oh, there's another warbler. Where is it? I don't see it anywhere. Oh, there it is, there it is, there it is. It's right at the top. Couldn't find it. Sorry, there's still so much in here. What's this? That's a yellow-rumped warbler in there. Those ones are the most common over here. Jeez, this is crazy. There's a catbird. They sound like they meow when they call. It's somewhere hiding in the shrubs. They're gray, so you know they're really easy to spot. Oh, I see it. All right, it's way back. Oh, there's like 7 layers of bush between me and this catbird. How can I? There's no way I'm getting this. I have no shot. I'm like looking for a window. Maybe I can go over here. It's not scared of me. Oh yeah, if I go over here, I'll clear the bush. Okay, it's in there, it's in there. Long gone. Worth a shot, though. Jeez, look at this. This is so pretty. And my hopes came true that I'm the only one here. So I'm gonna take a second and log what I've seen and heard so far. Oh, catbird. It's in a good spot now. It's like right at the top of that bush. Oh, perfect. It's like right in that clearing. How's it look? Perfect. All right, that makes me happy. I feel like satisfied now. Typically all the warblers go on like this side of the trees, but I'm glad they're sticking over here because the sun's shining from that way. This is a little bit of an open spot. Hopefully I'll be able to get something. There's a red-bellied woodpecker up in that tree. Back goes. Yeah, so those are really common, but they're still fun to see. So I'm gonna go down this little hidden trail because I always like this part, but this is where I can get really close to the warblers, so I'm gonna have to go into like stealth mode. I'm gonna have to be quiet. Once we get all the way down, I think I see 2 swans, so I'm gonna try and get those. But first, I wanna get a shot of a yellow warbler because I know there's one here. Actually, I'm not sure if those are swans. Those might be egrets. I hope they're swans. All right. That's the yellow warbler. That. Okay, where can we? Where is it? Oh, is that one? It's like right by the brush. You can't tell when they're backlit. It's just a small bird, so you just gotta shoot and hope. Spray and pray. All right, there's one in this bush. I know there's a yellow warbler in this bush. I just want it to come out. It's so loud. Okay, there it goes, there it goes. Where's it gonna go? All right, I see it. It's in the tree, but it's like, it's not, oh. Up there. All right, I got a good shot. I'm happy. All right, before we get too close, let's see. Are these actually swans? Oh, they sure are. Those are definitely swans. 2 of them. So I'm gonna try and get down to, oh, and there's some kind of mystery water bird over there. I'm gonna check out what it is in a second, but hopefully they don't get scared by me. This is cool. All right, yeah, they're not bothered. Let's get a good shot of this here. This is wet. Let's see what I can get here. Hopefully one of those is in focus. I want to get that black-throated green warbler. Oh, I got a wood chip in my shoe. While I was walking out here, amongst the other high whistles, you could hear a specific one that was coming from robins. That's their hawk alarm call. And as you can probably tell by the name, they do that when there's a hawk or an eagle around. So whenever I hear that whistle, I get excited because that means I'm gonna see probably something big. But I also get a little sad because I know it's gonna scare away everything else. So far I haven't seen anything. So it could have just been something that was flying by. Let's keep going down this path, see what else we can get. I've heard a lot, haven't actually seen much. Oh, hairy woodpecker. That's what's been drumming. There it goes. That black-throated green warbler is long gone. I'm sure we'll hear something similar again. Let's play the game of, is it a bird or is it leaves? It's leaves. I use this a lot when there's a mystery bird to sort of get up close when I can't see in detail what it is. Because when you're trying to distinguish between so many warblers and all the sounds are blending together, it's almost impossible to identify it. I wonder if there's a hawk still around here somewhere. None of the warblers are. Typically they're all up in these trees and nothing's out. That whistle is a white-throated sparrow. I want to get that. All right, they're starting to come back out. Look at them all. They're all coming up from the ground. What are you? Oh, it was one of the sparrows. Just gonna, oh, look, there's something. What is that? Ooh. So I think one of these, based on like the really bad picture that I got, is an indigo bunting. They're so pretty. They're bright blue and they're so pretty. And I want to get one. Just can't like see. Okay, so a lot of these are blue-gray gnat catchers, which are fun, but they're not rare. Hello, Oriole. At some point, you gotta know when to abandon ship. That point is not right now. Oh, I think I found it. Oh, I got it, yes. It is behind so many trees, but I see it. It's way up the indigo bunting. Oh, I think I nailed it. Yes, I did. I got it. Oh, that's perfect. I see it. It's like right up there. You just gotta figure out which one out of the 1,000 flying ones up there is the one that you want. There's no way you'll be able to see that. All right, it's behind the leaves now, but you saw the picture. I found it. Another kind of cool thing. Oh, all right, guys. This is a big deal. It hurt a grosbeak. And they become really common actually over the course of migration. But for May 3rd, when it is currently 45 degrees, they are not common at all. Oh, I think I just saw it. Oh my God, there it is. No way. Oh, I just breathed in my viewfinder. I can't see. I'm not kidding when I say I've never gotten a picture that good of a grosbeak. In this area, there it is again. Oh my God. What? The grosbeaks here are so skittish. Every time I go here, they're always buried in the trees. And they make a lot of noise, but they never show themselves. So to be able to be out here early enough to see that is insane. I try not to exaggerate things. It's easy to get really excited, you know, when you're seeing things. So it's hard to tell when something actually really rare happens. That was one of them. And it's still not even 7. I wouldn't even be here yet on a typical morning. I'm doing this from now on. Play the game of what's that bird? Play the game of it's gone already. Ooh. What are you? Oh, it's an oriole. I don't know if you can see it. It's like straight up, directly above me. Oh, it hurts. Okay, let's try and get to a different spot. Oh, that threw me off. Because I was standing there, and there's one up there, but then there's one right behind it making sound, so it was like completely disorienting me. That's funny. Alright, let's try and get one with the sun on it. Well, that might be a female. Yeah, that's a female. You don't see many of those. The males are bright orange and the females are a nice shade of yellow. Like, that's the usefulness. That I'm gonna go back to talking about my grosbeak moment for a second. That app is great for helping you learn the different kinds of bird calls and things like that. Like when you have that out with you and you hear something where you're like, ooh, what is that? And it'll tell you. That can be really helpful. It gets to just be a problem when that's what you're relying on, you know? Because it can be wrong sometimes. If you're just blindly trusting it, it can tell you that there's some sort of really rare bird for this area that you're hearing, and it's mixing it up with something else. Like a lot of times when it hears an American robin, for whatever reason, it'll tell me that it's a northern mockingbird. And we don't get those. Or if we do, it would be very, very confused. So it's important to have general knowledge too that you're building, as well as just the calls, just for that sort of purpose of not exciting yourself too much when it tells you something's really rare. But the beauty of it is I would have never known that that grosbeak was there if it didn't tell me, because I wasn't listening for it. And then it heard it, and then when I started listening for it, there it was. And I would have never thought to look for it. Alright, that's the share of water birds for the day. Had to change batteries. Let's head back down and see what we can see on the way back. That's the grosbeak again. Yeah, it is. Wow. Because like, look at it, it's all the way up in the tree now. It's like, you can hear it singing. That's where they typically are. They're all the way at the top. Even that's pretty open for what I typically get. Typically they're in one of these and they're like up in the dense part where I can't see it, but that's a pretty open tree still. So yeah, that's a rose-breasted grosbeak. Like now, I hear it, but like now it's deeper. Like you just hear it singing and you don't see it. That's what always happens. I'm just so happy it was in this bush right here, and I was over there, and it was a clear shot, almost perfect. It must go up there when it hears the people start coming. This has been awesome. It must be like at the top. Oh, there it is. Okay, yeah. I see it. I'm gonna not get a straight up shot in a second. It's like way straight up in there. All right, I gotta go over here to like not be shooting straight up. Oh, it's gone. We'll see another one. Not worried. There is a warbler though. I really want to get that. Well, I shouldn't say warbler until I... That's the black-throated green warbler. Oh my god, that's the one we were talking about before. It's straight up. There it is, there it is. Oh, with the sunlight and everything. Oh, it's perfect. Present for the end of the road here. I mean, it wasn't a great shot because I was kind of staring straight up at it. But again, that's what I was talking about earlier. I'm just happy I saw it. Man, that was a good morning. It might have been short, but it was filled with stuff. That grosbeak was more than I could have ever hoped for. And getting that black-throated green warbler at the very end was perfect too. Absolutely perfect. All right, let's talk about what's next. All right, so that was really successful. Typically I'm out for a lot longer than that. Typically I'm out there for, 2, maybe even 3 hours. That was just a little over an hour, but getting up earlier, like around before sunrise, is definitely the way to go. I was out there for way less. I traveled way less of a distance than I typically do, but I still saw way more than I could have ever expected to see. The black-throated green warbler, like I was talking about, the grosbeak, but also the orioles. I was talking at the beginning about how I was hoping to see one of those. The indigo bunting too, don't forget about that, and so many more. So the plan now, I'm actually gonna move to a different park because I've done this the past 2 weeks that I've gone out. I've gone out the past 2 Saturdays, and I've gone out here, and then I go to this other preserve way far down. There's an owl, a great horned owl, roosting in the trees, and it's able to be really camouflaged and still stay close to the path so the people don't see it. So it doesn't mind. It just stays there. The past 2 weeks it's been there. It's really hard to find, but I'm gonna go there now and I'm gonna see if I can find it. Fingers crossed we see something. Okay, so we're here. Hopefully that guy won't be coming where I am. I won't be able to talk much like I was before to the camera because I don't want to risk my chances of scaring it away. But I'm gonna go down this path and it should be on the left. If it's where I saw it all these other times and it's really quiet this morning, there's no birds. So hopefully that's a good sign. But it should be on the left. That's where it's been these past 2 weeks. It's somewhere in like the wooded area, it's so hard to find. So far, no luck. The blue jays really like going after owls, and I hear them over there. So there might be something deeper in the forest. We might want to go in there. But like, you see how all of these trees are really well developed, and they're big, and they're dense, but not like thin dense like that. They're dense like thick. They have big branches. The owls love those trees. There's an oriole. Oh my god. That's another black-throated green warbler. Right above me. Right in that tree. At least I think that's what that is. Okay, so. Jeez, I hear you. I'm getting distracted. I don't know what that was. Alright, I'm running out of battery on my camera. They can hide in plain sight, like they'll be right in front of you. And you will not see them. Especially when it's backlit like this. It is really hard to tell. There's a nice little trail in here. I didn't even realize. The fact that it was here 2 weeks in a row in a relatively similar spot makes me confident that there's a nest somewhere around here, because the owls will typically roost near their nest during the day, and I just saw a big nest over there. Now if it is the nest, I don't want to get too close because that could be bad news if I make them mad, but it looks empty to me. But I'm trying to look all around this area if it is the nest, because this is where it would be. The nest that I'm talking about is in this tree, but I already took a picture of it and nothing's really in there. All right, it's not a owl, but there is a really rare woodpecker, a red-headed woodpecker, in that tree. It's the really tall vertical one. There it goes. I'm not kidding you, I'm literally gonna run after this. The two birds that visit my yard that are the rarest are the owl and that woodpecker. I've always loved that one because it's only visited one time every year. There it goes. Okay, I gotta get this. I actually have to get this. Where'd it go? No. There it is, there it is, there it is, there it is. Oh. It's way up in the top. That's incredible. Look at it. Be happy with this. Even though we're not getting an owl today, I'm gonna be happy with this. Try to get closer. I lost it, but it didn't fly. Ooh, what is that? There's a big raptor above us. I think that was a broad-winged hawk. Where did it go? It didn't fly away. It's still in here. Oh, I see it. It's dead still up in there. I can't get a good, it's like up in the very top there. I can't get a good angle of it. There's no way to describe it other than it's just in this goofiest position. The woodpeckers, they do that when they see a hawk. They'll just freeze and they won't move. And we just saw that hawk fly over. So that probably explains it. Unfortunately, it's not frozen when it's like there. That would have been perfect. There goes again. There's the hawk. I'm trying to get a picture of that if it soars over again. Oh, there it is. I'm totally missing this. It'll soar over again, it'll circle back. It looks like a broad-winged hawk to me, which would be really cool if it was. There it goes. All right, circle back, come on. Go out the open here. There, yes. Oh, perfect. Oh, there's two. Look at that. Hopefully you can see. Yeah, I still got 9%. So that's why that's frozen, the red-headed woodpecker. I hope they come close. There's the two. They're too high to get a good detail shot, but all right, now that they're going away, the woodpecker's gonna start getting active again, since they're going a separate direction. I don't know how the woodpeckers see the hawks up there. Okay, he's still frozen. Oh, there he goes. He's getting active again. I hope you guys are able to see the actual bird. I'm gonna get a video of it in case you're not able to. So like, this is what we're looking at in the tree here. And then in there, that's it, right? So like, it's tough to get a picture of that. If it didn't make that sound, it called and then it flew, I would have never seen it. It's like, how am I supposed to notice that? All right, let's try one more different angle, and then if I can't get it, that'll be a good day for me. I don't even care that we didn't get the owl. There it goes, there it goes. Oh my God, wait. It's in there. There it goes. All right, this is it. This is the chance. I see it. Come on. It's like branches, right? All right, I'm gonna wait till it climbs up. It's so hidden. All right, there we go. Here we go. I'm extremely happy about that. All right, since we're about to leave, let's see how close I can get before it'll go. Oh, the answer is that close. All right, there it goes. Back into the trees. What a way to end it, huh? That was awesome. 1% on the GoPro. Hopefully I'll be able to get this in before it dies, but that was an amazing morning. 2 different places. Although we didn't get the owl again, we got the other really rare bird that comes to my yard a lot. I'll mention that bird a lot more in future videos, especially because we're nearing the time of year where that bird, that red-headed woodpecker, is gonna start coming near where I live. Yeah, this has been an amazing morning. Hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did making it. And this has been a great start to spring migration. We're 3 days into May and we've already got all of that. So I will see you guys next week. All right, so really quickly, I wanted to go more into depth about what I was talking about earlier about why that was so special. So, oh my God, 4 years ago now, in 2021, in May, I woke up and at the feeders that we have, there was a red-headed woodpecker eating at this suet feeder, which I gotta put new suet in, but it was eating right there. It was a bird that I had never seen before. I was just starting to get into things, but I was so excited to see it because it was a new one that I had never seen. I had only seen the same birds for a year at that point. So to see something new at the feeder was really cool, and it kept coming back for about 3 days. It just hung out in the yard for 3 full days in mid-May in 2021. And then it left, and we didn't see it for the rest of the year. And we geared up for it to come back, and it didn't show up. Then fast forward to 2023, we were losing hope, but then it came back in early May. It was a little earlier, about a week earlier that year than it was in 2021. And last year we didn't see it, so it's been sort of an on-off pattern. But if it stays true to its schedule, hopefully it'll come back again this year. So that bird's really special to me. So I always get really excited when I see one, especially considering that they're not, I called it rare, they're not actually a rare bird. Like, people see them a lot. They're not endangered or anything like that, but they're definitely not common. You have to be in the right place at the right time. So to see that was really, really cool. The two favorite birds here for this yard are the owl, because we have a pair of owls. If you watch my Astro videos, you've seen the owl a couple times, and the red-headed woodpecker. You got the main feeder, and then the oriole feeder. This is what I was talking about. We got the oranges and the jelly. The oriole actually came and visited a couple times while we were out, and yeah, it came for the first time yesterday. I can't remember if I said that at the beginning of the video, but yeah, yesterday was the first day that one showed up for the year, and it's came multiple times already just this morning. So spring migration 2025 is starting off really strong, and I can't wait to see what it has in store next week.